Okay children, in this video we are going to study about the types of pollination. So already we studied there are two types of pollination, self-pollination, cross-pollination. So I explained to you self-pollination means it is the self-pollination is also known as autogamy. Auto means self, gamy means fusion or marriage. So here self-pollination is also known as autogamy, the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or another flower born on the same plant, that is known as self-pollination. So example for a self-pollinating plant is hibiscus. Now what are the advantages of this self-pollination? Self-pollination is possible in certain bisexual flowers. So for self-pollination to take place, the flowers should be bisexual. If the flowers are bisexual, self-pollination can easily happen there. But this is not a common process in all the bisexual flowers. In some bisexual flowers only we can find the self-pollination. Next, flowers do not depend on agents of pollination. So here for the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma, they require some agents like wind, water, insects, etc. This wind, water or insects only they carry the pollen grain from anther to the stigma. So here for self-pollination to take place, there is no need or the flowers they do not depend on the pollinating agents. Next, there is no wastage of pollen grain. Since the pollen grain is transferred within the same flower or in the another flower in the same plant, so what is happening? The wastage of pollen grain is minimized here, or there is no wastage of pollen grain happening. Next, the disadvantages of self-pollination. So first disadvantages are the seeds produced, they are less in number. As we have studied, after pollination fertilization will take place. After fertilization only seed formation will take place. Yes, then when the self-pollination is taking place, seeds produced in these plants will be less in number. The endosperm is minute. Endosperm is what? It is a nutritive tissue meant for the development of a growing embryo. That is meant for the development of a young plant. So here when self-pollination is taking place, the endosperm formed in the seed is very minute. So the seeds produce weak plants. Next, new varieties of plants cannot be produced. Now here since the transfer of pollen grain is taking place within the same plant or within the same flower, new varieties of plants cannot be produced. Next is the cross-pollination. Cross-pollination is the transfer of pollen from the anther of a flower to the stigma of a flower on another plant of the same species. Example, apples, grapes, plum, etc. So already explained here. What are the advantages? Let us see. So advantages of cross-pollination. The seeds produced as a result of cross-pollination, they develop and germinate properly and grow into better plants. That is, cross-pollination leads to the production of new varieties. Since here the transfer of pollen grain is taking place from one plant to another plant, so in such case the seeds produced they develop well and they germinate properly and they grow into better plants. So the cross pollination can lead to the development of new varieties of plants here. More viable seeds are produced. Viable means healthy seeds. Okay, so here more viable seeds are produced. Next, disadvantages of cross pollination. Pollination may fail due to distance barrier. So here since the pollen grains are transferred from one plant to another, maybe the two plants they are wide far apart from each other, they are at a great distance. So when the pollen grains are transferred, this pollen grains may be stopped by any agent or by any other plants will be there in between. So this pollen grain traveling, the transfer of this pollen grain will be stopped there. So here what is happening? There are chance due to the distance barrier, pollination may fail. That is, the correct pollen grain may not deposit on the correct plant. Next, more wastage of pollen grains. As we said, any obstacle is there, the pollen grain may not reach to its correct plant, so that pollen grain is wasted. If a pollen grain from one plant deposits on the another plant, okay, another species plant, that then it will germination will not take place. So it is a wastage of pollen grain only. Next, it may introduce some unwanted characters. Suppose one plant is healthy. Suppose the pollen grain transferring plant, it is a unhealthy plant, whereas the stigma plant, the plant which has the stigma, they will have that is a healthy plant. So when this unhealthy pollen grain is deposited over the healthy plant or the opposite takes place, what will happen? It may cause the character of the plant to change. It may produce an unhealthy plant. So and some unwanted character, undesired characters can be introduced in the plant. Next, flower depend on the external agencies of pollination. So here, for this transfer of pollen grain from one plant to another, they completely or strictly depends on the pollinating agents. So hope you have understood this topics what is being taught today. Next, we will continue with the next topic in the next class. Thank you, children.